Hi, welcome back. Today I wanted to go over a painting that I did to articulate a spiritual wisdom that was given to me over the years, and this is called The Fall of the Spirit. And it's designed to show you how marketing and evil people weaponize things that you and I are oblivious to, and all together create a vortex of ideas which send us into a momentum down, 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 morally and ethically, to where we become very confused, disoriented, anxious, filled with worry and fear. So, what you have here, first of all, is you have an arm of a supposed to be a very rich man. I apologize for the crappy artwork. I'm not a talented painter, as you can see, but it's really about the concept. And what you have here is like a greedy monopolist, capitalist, who would be holding a whip, which is the goal, and their goal is to enslave your spirit. They figure that because they legally can't physically possess you, they can possess you financially. They can possess your spirit, to where they've got you, let's say, addicted to a specific product that you're buying and consuming over and over again, and that particular product, let's just use a specific soft drink, for example, that maybe you might be addicted to, or maybe a specific brand of coffee, or maybe a specific piece of candy, or a restaurant that you're consistently going on a regular basis, even though you know that it's leading towards your downfall, you can't stop. The things that cause that to happen is the way that these capitalists weaponize television, movies, music, even your own gender, and the way they make you feel about your own sexuality. And most importantly, the number one way is through religion and spirituality. You know, just because most people go through the world have no idea that the people who finance all these the majority of these major corporations don't have your best intentions in mind. They have one intention in mind, and one intention only, and that's profit. And most of us know this, but they don't understand that the lengths in which these corporations go in order to attack your spirit and bring you into a place where you are no longer almost to the point where you don't even have control of your own willpower to make decisions that are healthy for yourself. And ultimately, people think that they're in control, and they think that their life is in a position where they could change it at any moment. But most people are feeling lost these days. We're not at a point like that now. We're at a point where, as a society, our spirit has fallen. No longer, as a society, are we in a place of strength. As a country, in the United States, we have so many people that are dealing with self-induced health problems that are fully preventative through their lifestyle. And so much of that is because of this vortex of the way that media and spirituality and pretty much anything that is good, they're going to look to create some sort of subliminal perversion to prevent your spirit from rising. Because when you have your wits and sensibilities about yourself, you can control your consumer purchasing. And what they ultimately want is people to become nothing but consumers. But what we have to become is producers. As people, we need to shift from being just straight up consumers that don't produce anything to people who are producing constantly and consuming far less. And the way that we do that, we believe, is found in the Bible. It's very simple. And I'm not talking about the manipulated prosperity sort of, the secrety. A lot of these preachers are very into this motivational speaking sort of mentality, this Joel Osteen mentality. People need to understand that, the road to heaven is extremely narrow, and the road to hell is wide. And we need to return to a Bible-based lifestyle that has been missing in our society for pretty much the last 100 years. If you go back and you look into public relations and propaganda and the way that they alter societies, you'll see that over the last 100 years, our society has just fallen. And this Cannabis Hemp Church is designed to bring cannabis to people, show them how it can spiritually improve their life, help them take on better lifestyle decisions that helps to uplift their spirit, inspire them to seek the Lord, believe in Jesus Christ, and when He is in you, have the faith that He will slowly work in you. And to some people, it'll happen right away. But the key is not just to get there, but it's also to stay there. And when you, because I'm sure that many of us have had our moments of spiritual enlightenment where we feel freed and motivated and inspired. But very quickly, we fall back to our lower version of ourselves. This painting here, let this be a reminder to how somebody can fall to a point where they would do something as heinous as 9/11. Somebody who would do something like that, their spirit is so tormented that, but we've seen it it's over and over again. I mean, this is just, people need to remember that spiritual warfare is upon us, and this is just a representation of what that looks like and how we're losing the battle. So we need to be careful as to what we're watching, what we're listening, who we're being with, and we definitely need to be careful of who we are looking to for our spiritual guidance. And I don't profess to be a Bible scholar, and I don't profess to be the Dalai Lama of pastors, but in this church, I know what I stand for, and I started this church to learn from this congregation. And I want to encourage everybody to join, and we'd like to welcome you to the Cannabis Hemp Church. If you take Christ into your heart, please join us on our mission.